All right, so if we want to make this method, and in fact, actually I'm going to create a couple of more methods just so that we know what they look like. So we've got prepare to shoot, and we're going to have lightning and thunder. Okay, so we've got all these methods. Under shoot bolt, what I want to do is obviously I don't want to be doing it with just Play-Doh. I want it to shoot the person who I've clicked on. So what we do is we set up something called a parameter. And a parameter is like a variable. It's a place to store information, except in this case, parameters let us store information that's passed from another method. So in this case, we're going to call it which victim because it answers the question, which victim do I want to shoot? And we need to make sure that we choose this because it's an object. The victim is an object. Then we click on Object, and we click on OK. Now you'll see up here we have this thing called Object, which victim. So now instead of Play-Doh saying, oh no, we move our which victim over here. And now whichever victim we clicked up here, that's the person who's going to say, oh no. Now you'll notice up here it says which victim equals none. So I've got to fix that as well. So in this case, because it's Play-Doh, I'm going to make Play-Doh say, oh no. In this case, I'm going to make Socrates say, oh no. In this case, I'm going to make Euripides say, oh no, if I can find it. And in this case, I'm going to do Homer. Now when I play it, if I click on this guy, he says, oh no, this guy, he says, and so on. Okay, so very, very straightforward. Gets a little more complicated though because shoot bolt calls other methods. So in this case, it shows prepare, it executes prepare to shoot and lightning and thunder. So if I go into prepare to shoot, I also need a parameter in here. Okay, so I'm going to create again, and I can call it the same thing. It doesn't matter. It's also an object, and I click on OK. And in this case, I want, as I'm setting this up, I'm going to use Play-Doh. We'll drag him in here. He is going to, actually, I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say Zeus. I'm going to drag Zeus in here. Zeus, turn to face Play-Doh. As with many things in Alice, when I'm first setting it up, I just set anything up as a placeholder. It doesn't matter which victim I picked. And now I'm going to replace that Play-Doh with my which victim. Okay, so he is going to turn to face whichever victim. And I'm going to do the same thing in lightning and thunder. I'm going to create a new parameter called, again, which victim, because I like the name of that. Click on OK. And here I am going to have my lightning is going to move to pick a victim, Play-Doh, and again replace that with which victim. Now as I go back through to shoot bolt, you'll notice my which victim currently says none. In this case, I don't want to put specific ones in. I want to use the same victim that I sent the first time. So I'm now dragging this over this victim and over this victim. Okay, so now whichever victim I clicked on, that's the one that's getting passed all the way down. Think of it as a name on a baseball. If I want to tell somebody some information and I want to pass that information to another method, I throw this ball called a parameter, and that goes to each of these methods. So now when I play this, click on this guy, he says, oh no, Zeus turns to face him, and the lightning bolt, except that the lightning bolt's invisible. But the lightning bolt, so let me just make the lightning bolt visible. Opacity, I will do that here. Okay, just for now, I'm going to throw it in here. And when I click on him, he says, oh no, lightning bolt goes to, oops. That's interesting.
No, it's new lightning and thunder. Go to the world lightning and thunder. You didn't click it properly.
World lightning and thunder. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Thank you. Okay, try again. And there we go. So the lightning bolt is going to go to each individual.
You didn't do reset though.
Yeah, I didn't do the reset. So that's why he moved over. All right, so that's basically it